Oh, good morning. I'm just gonna kind of go right into a dream I just woke up from because I was having trouble about 3 a.m. and I started getting pretty ticky, and and the tics were just vulgar. God damn, Mom, stop! And they were like, "Fuck you, you son of a bitch," and I didn't mean that. Those are just tics. I'm not trying to represent what happened. God, I hate you. But anyway, I had this dream, and there was just a lot of people in it. It was just crowded, and it was sort of like at work, but some event was taking place, and it was just kept getting more and more people there, and I was like, I really needed a way of escape, but I wasn't for sure how to do it, and it wasn't like a bad situation. You know, it was going to be like a party or something, but it was not the atmosphere that was conducive to my brain. So I was kind of milling around, and I knew at one point I had a place where I was going to sleep there, me and another person, and I had all my stuff on the bed, but then I noticed somebody's phone that wasn't mine on there. And I went to move it, and they came and said, "Hey, this is where I'm going to sleep. Why did you move my phone?" I said, "Well, look, here's my phone, there's my guitar, there's this, there's that." After I named about 4 or 5 different items that were on this bed that was going to be mine, they're like, "Oh, okay, well, I'll tell Eugene," or whoever it was, that we'll just go somewhere else. I said, "Hold on, let me grab my stuff. You can have the bed, it's not important." And this person in the dream was a celebrity. It was a guy that played a part in a movie. I can't even remember his name right now. Well, of course, that was irrelevant as what he was in the dream, but it was probably more the status of a celebrity, somebody that wanted that bed, and they, thought they deserved it. But with overwhelming evidence that I already had it set up, they were going to back off. But instead I did. And that's kind of what I do in life too. If I've had several guests here, and if I do and they spend the night, I clean up my bedroom for them. And it's right there close to the bathroom, and I take the couch, and my guests get the best spot in the house. And that's just the way I treat them. I don't expect anybody to do that for me. It's just what I do for them. So as I'm continuing in this and more people are coming, Tyler from work says that he needed to talk to Megan about how I'm taking everything. And I guess it's probably the incident at work is bleeding into this dream. And he goes there, and but at some point I go into Megan, and her office is absolutely full, and I just lean in and say, "Hey, Megan, I gave up my bedroom for somebody else. I think I'm just going to go sleep out in the van." And I kind of tell her this, but right at the end of this, I start to break up emotionally. And she says, "Derek, it's okay. Derek, it is okay to not be okay. You're fine." And that was really a pivotal moment in the dream. And I thought that's cool. I like that. So I went outside, and somebody was following me. There's a few people that was heading that way, and they said, "Wait for somebody named Herman," or something like that. I don't even know anybody by that name, but I knew in the dream that they had been gone for a few hours and will be gone for work and come back. So I'm like, I'm not going to wait for this individual to come back. I'm going to go through this door and kind of get into my van or whatever. There was some people milling around out there that, although they may not have had evil intent, they were probably less desirable for what I was going through, and this other fella just thought I needed backup. That's what I'm going to go with that. But I wake up before I get to the van. And somewhere about halfway through this dream, I have a talk on the phone with my Aunt Carolyn, Dad's last living sibling, in which I have talked to her a couple of weeks ago. And so that was really kind of cool too. I'm not for sure how to interpret that, and I may have told it in kind of a cluster screw manner because it was such a confusing mess. But that was the dream essentially as well. It was just high stakes kind of weirdness, but I think it was supposed to be a celebration of some kind, but it was just not organized, not conducive to my mental state, whether I was asleep or not. Anyway, I'll let you go, and I'm documenting that dream more for my sake than anything else, but I'll blab at you later. Bye.